Good morning, everyone. It's Monday morning for me. Lucky me. I got a big day of work ahead of me. But before I get started, I wanted to pop in and share with you a message that I received over the weekend, because I think this is something that probably applies to a lot of you out there in terms of what acceptance is of chronic illness. So I'll just read the letter. Okay, so Jenny said, "Hi Kerry, I've heard you talk about accepting your chronic illness, and I really don't understand what that means. Does that mean if you accept it that you just reach some place where it doesn't bother you anymore? Because I still have lots of days when I feel sad or upset on the fact that I've got this disease and I'm going to live with that for the rest of my life." So, for Jenny and everybody else, what acceptance means, and remember that this is like a new thing. This is something that I'm working out through my experience and sort of focusing that through the lens of the job that I do as a counselor, hypnotherapist, and coach. I have to work out what these things mean for myself. So for myself, what acceptance means is that it's incorporated into my life. So this is now my life. The 3 chronic illnesses that I live with, which are Hashimoto's, celiac, and antiphospholipid syndrome, they are part of who I am, right? And all of the things that I need to do to manage those 3 autoimmune conditions are now habitual. So that's a big part of the acceptance. Acceptance for me is that it's incorporated into your life. So it's just the facts, right? It's the facts of this is what I have, and these are the things that I've needed to change to adapt to the life that I have. And that include any of the changes you've made, whether it's, you've got daily injections or weekly infusions, or you've changed your diet, or you've changed your lifestyle, or you've changed, your relationships. It's something that now has become habitual. So I just go about my daily life now, and there are built-in things that I do to manage my illness. Like there is always built-in rest time during my day, so I make sure I never overbook myself. If I'm going to do a big event or something, then there's preparation done ahead for that, and there's always built-in recovery time afterwards as well. If I'm going somewhere where there's no food available that I can safely eat, then I'm automatically already organizing, what I can take with me to eat. So acceptance for me is a practical thing, that this is what I have, this is what I live with. What can I do to make it as easy as I possibly can? So to address the other part of your question, Jenny, does that mean you never have another bad day, or it doesn't bother you anymore, or you don't get sad or angry or frustrated or over it? Like, no, acceptance is an ongoing process. It's not a box that you tick and just say, yes, I have accepted everything and now I will be zen and nothing will bother me. Like I still have days when I just think this just sucks, right? I'm sick of all this preparation. I'm sick of all the additional steps and things I have to make in order to do what I could do before I had chronic illness. And I rant and I rage and I get sad and I feel my feelings and they move through me. And then I just get back to, well, it is what it is, right? Me getting angry about it, me getting upset by it isn't going to make it go away, right? It's only going to make it harder for me. Because when you're in denial, which is the opposite of acceptance, when you're in denial and believing that, I want this to go away, I'm not going to pay attention to this, I'm not going to let this define me, I'm not going to let this into my life, this isn't going to be part of me, then you're just going to be banging your head against the inevitable, because it's there, right? It's there. And it's going to be up in your face. And if you're living in denial, you're not going to take those necessary steps that you need to help yourself, to make this as easy and as comfortable for you as possible. So the last thing I want to say about acceptance, Jenny, is that a lot of people confuse acceptance with giving up. Like giving up, rolling over, not trying anymore. And it's completely untrue in my definition. Acceptance is eminently practical, right? It's about facing reality squarely in the eyes and saying, this is now my life. This is now how I feel. what am I going to do about it? Right? What can I do about it? And taking those steps to make those changes that you need, with the goal always, my goal in life is always to make everything as comfortable for me as I possibly can. So Jenny, I hope that's answered your questions about acceptance. It does come in waves. It's not one thing that you just tick the box. And if anybody's struggling with acceptance, anybody's struggling with denial or the grief or any of the other 9 phases that we go through, and you find all of those phases in my Moving Through the Grief of Chronic Illness ebook that you can get for signing up for my mailing list, that's going to help you understand all the different emotional stages that you go through with chronic illness. So back to work for me. Bye.